Brought to you by Bob Boyd Honda. This is WKRG News 5 Traffic with Akievia McFarland.
Picking up where John left off, he said there is some fog out there, and he's not kidding about that. This is our Wind Creek camera. We're supposed to be looking along I-65 here in Atmore and County Road 14, but obviously very hard to make out that view. So if you're in Atmore, you are one of those people waking up foggy this morning. Make sure you're careful out there on the roadways. Now, if you're in Mobile, not really the case for us. This is our Netherland air conditioning camera. A smooth start out there. This is just outside the Wallace Tunnel. Now, these drivers here are making their way westbound into Mobile. These other drivers heading east out towards Baldwin County. Off to a pretty nice start. Now, later on in the morning, though, we are going to be watching out for the possibility of those westbound delays. So be prepared for it, but not promising it'll come. I'm actually hoping it won't for you. Let's go ahead and check out another quick view. Let's see where we're heading. Over to Northwest Florida. This is I-10 near Pine Forest Road. Another spot we're going to be watching out for some eastbound delays into Pensacola. If you're heading westbound, typically you're in good shape.
Brought to you by Bob Boyd Honda. This is WKRG News 5 Traffic with Akievia McFarland.
Good morning. It is that time again, keeping a close eye on your morning drive. We're still off to a nice start for your Thursday morning. This is our all-in credit union camera. We are looking down at Airport Boulevard in West Mobile. And as you can see, it's kind of a hazy morning, not super sunny, but nothing impacting your drive as far as weather is concerned here. So that is some good news. Go ahead and hit the road early if you want to get ahead of those delays. Those will be coming, especially as we get closer to 8 o'clock this morning. Here's a quick look at your traffic flow. We're looking at Baldwin County and Northwest Florida, Escambia County, Florida, to be specific. All those major roadways still looking pretty clear. Starting to see some spotty delays along a few places, parts of Highway 90 in the Robertsdale area and parts of County Road 64 as well. Over in Northwest Florida, parts of I-10 starting to see some mild delays as well, but they're very light, not really going to impact your drive too much. Here's a quick look in Northwest Florida. This is I-10. We're on the Escambia Bay Bridge. A smooth ride in both directions. I want to quickly check on our drive times over in Mississippi. Got to check on my Mississippi friends. Looking along parts of I-10 and Highway 90. We're off to a nice start. Drive safely.
Brought to you by Bob Boyd Honda. This is WKRG News 5 Traffic with Akievia McFarland.
Good Thursday morning. It is time for a quick check of those roadways. We're off to a nice start. Right now, we're not following any reports of any problems out there. Let's continue to drive safely and keep it that way throughout the remainder of our Thursday if we can. Now, we got a couple of views to show you. On the left side, we're looking at US 98. This is Government Street, just outside the Bankhead Tunnel. You can see these drivers here. They're exiting the tunnel. So things are starting to pick up, but still it's pretty light traffic in this view. You can expect for later on this afternoon, traffic in and out of the Bankhead is going to be pretty heavy and it's going to move slowly at times, so be prepared for it. On the the right side, we're looking at I-10. That's here in Mobile County near Rangeline Road. We're going to be watching out for some eastbound delays heading into downtown Mobile later on this morning as we get closer to 7:30, 8 o'clock in that range. I-10, the Bayway looking pretty good coming out of our BLP Mobile Paints camera. Traffic is picking up, but this is still not unusual for this time of the morning, and these are not any delays. This is still a green ride considerably for the morning. Let's go ahead and get into your drive times now. These are in Baldwin County, looking along parts of I-10, Beach Express, and Highway 98. No delays yet, but we will watch out for it.
Brought to you by Bob Boyd Honda. This is WKRG News 5 Traffic with Akievia McFarland.
Last check of your roadways before the 7 o'clock hour. As John's been mentioning throughout the morning, some of us are waking up a bit foggy. If you're in Atmore, that certainly applies to you. This is our Wind Creek camera. Usually we can see I-65 and County Road 14 in this view. Not the case this morning, so be careful if this is a part of your drive. It hasn't been super foggy up until now on our BLP Mobile Paints camera. This is the Bayway and the Causeway we're looking at here. Looks like that fog starting to move in to our area here as well, so you'll want to be mindful as you're crossing the water here, and we will certainly be keeping an eye on this view. Traffic starting to pick up pretty substantially in this area, but still no delays at this time. Back here in Mobile, I like what I'm seeing here in Midtown. This is what I like to call it the 2-for-1 cam. Airport Boulevard still pretty mild, but you can see quite a few drivers getting off of I-65 to get on to Airport, so all that heavy traffic is coming. Try to plan ahead for your morning drive.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 9.
Hello, everyone. Good morning to you. Happy Thursday or happy Friday Eve, as Caroline says.
Yes, got to look at the positive.
Yes, I'm Devin Walsh along with Akievia McFarland, Caroline Carithers. All right, so let's talk about our weather. It is super humid out there today.
It's super humid. John and I were talking this morning. It feels more like a June morning, and that's kind of where we are, but we're going to see some changes this weekend.
Okay, you can tell. You can feel it in the air. All right, we'll talk about that.
News 5 traffic with Akievia McFarland.
All right, it is 9:07 on this Thursday morning. How are the roads looking?
They look better now. We were following a wreck actually on I-10 eastbound over here in Mobile County between between Rangeline Road and I-65, but it has cleared up already, so now it looks better. Had to remember where that was for a second. Had to think. Now, as you can see, this is the view. This is where that wreck was. It was blocking the left lane, the left shoulder a little bit earlier this morning, but just before 9, things cleared up there, so I like what I'm seeing in both directions now. Meanwhile, I-10 over in Baldwin County, that's what we're seeing on the right side. In Loxley, I-10 near Highway 59 there, nothing slowing down drivers. In between, I like what I'm seeing as well. This is our BLP, Mobile Paints camera. A smooth start out there on the Bayway and the Causeway. Let's continue to drive safely and keep it that way for the remainder of our Thursday. Let's take a quick peek over in Northwest Florida, see how things are shaping up there. This is I-10 near Pine Forest Road. Typically we watch out for some delays heading eastbound into Pensacola, but that hasn't been the case this morning. Drive safely.
Brought to you by Bob Boyd Honda. This is WKRG News 5 traffic with Akievia McFarland.
Last check of your morning roadways, and we are looking pretty good. I mean, it's a gray day outside, but not affecting your drive right now. This is our all-in credit union camera. Looking down at Airport Boulevard in West Mobile, there is plenty of traffic out there along Airport and Hillcrest Road. You can expect a lot of traffic parallel to Airport as well. People often use Old Shell, Grelot, Cottage Hill as ways to kind of bypass Airport, so you can expect those places to be busy too. Down the road just a little bit, this is our Netherland air conditioning camera. We are looking at Water Street in downtown Mobile. There's a few people going into downtown, a couple hitting the interstate to exit, so you're looking good there. Nothing unusual about that site. A quick peek over into Northwest Florida. This is US 98, Miracle Strip Parkway in Fort Walton Beach. Plenty of traffic out here as well, but no delays to speak of this morning. It's the early afternoon and evening hours where you need to watch out for some westbound delays between Fort Walton Beach and Navarre. Drive safely.
You're watching WKRG News 5, local coverage you can count on, with Devin Walsh, meteorologist Caroline Carithers, and Akievia McFarland traffic. This is WKRG News 5 at 9.
Welcome back to WKRG News 5 at 9. All right, check this out. The world axe and knife throwing champion.
That was good, Devin. Yeah. I like that.
They've got some beefs.
They do.
With people.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Beef, whatever. All right, well, I've got some beef with this humidity. I tell you what.
Seriously.
I know, the hair. It's hard
the hair has definitely beef with the humidity, and you can almost see it outside with the low clouds. It's very muggy out there. Temperatures will top out in the 80s moving into this afternoon with mostly cloudy skies, but changes coming this weekend. We'll get some rain on Sunday.
I can't wait for the sunshine.
Yes,
it'll be back.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Sky 5 drone footage is brought to you by Eastern Shore Hyundai.